In this video, we're going to be doing the 10-minute Bullseye challenge. In this challenge, we have 10 minutes to throw as many darts as possible that either hit the 25, in which we get 1 point, or the Bullseye, where we get 2 points. Try this at home by setting a timer for 10 minutes and comment your scores below. Let's get into it. Okay, so again, we're going to be doing a bit of a voiceover on this one, just to talk through sort of the actual game. So there, straight away in the first 3 darts, we got a score of 1 into the 25. So as I explained earlier, for every 25 we get 1 point, and for every bullseye we get 2 points. And we're sort of through for 10 minutes straight, and then we obviously calculate the score at the end. So also try this yourself, set a timer for 10 minutes and see how many you get, see if you can beat me. I mean, you probably can, but if you're a beginner like me, then, you know, it could be a close game. So I actually thought I didn't do too bad with this compared to my sort of Road to 180 series, which I'll link the last video in the top corner now. But compared to that, I feel like I'm just better at throwing towards the direct center of the board compared to sort of the middle and higher, because my triple 20's not very good. I can't really get them very often. But there we've got another 25, so that's a score of 2 now. And I think you'll see throughout this video that most of the time I get somewhat close to the 25 and bullseye. I mean, as long as it goes in between the triple and the bullseye, so we've got another 25 there. As long as it goes between the triples and the bullseye, sort of the inner circles, then I'm happy with that. There's a few times obviously where it goes outside, but like that, it's fairly close. Again within the triples, so I'm limited to a certain region, which is good. I just have to sort of narrow it down a little bit towards the bullseye. Like that one was a bit far off there. But let me know what you think of this sort of challenge type series, where same thing as around the clock, where we try and do these different challenges. Obviously this one we're trying to get as many bullseyes, 25s as possible. As we get another 25 there, you can't really see it behind the other. Oh, that's actually a bullseye. So, well, that's helpful. So yeah, never mind. You couldn't really see it behind the other one, but that was straight in the bullseye, which is good. And another in the 25 the next go. So getting some points on the board here, already at 6, and we've got about 7-8 minutes to go. So we're not doing too bad. And again, another bullseye there. Whew, God, I didn't know I was doing this well. I was surprised, as I say, at the end of it, that I was able to hit so many 25s and bullseyes, because I really wasn't expecting to do that. I was expecting to maybe get a score of like 10 altogether, because I mean usually it takes me a while to get a 25 or a bullseye, but well, look at that one there, not even on the board. But we'll ignore that one because we're not doing too bad. A score of 8 and we're only 3 minutes in, so it's not looking bad. But again, let me know what you sort of get on this. If you try it yourself, let me know what score you get, but don't cheat and say you got over 100, because make it somewhat realistic if you are going to lie. So, but let me know what you get. We'll get another in the 25 there, so score of 9 now. It's going up very slowly. And let me know what other sort of challenge type videos like this you want me to do. Obviously let me know about my throw as well. So I've been reading all the comments and replying to all the comments about my throw, and a few in the last video are saying I might have improved a little bit, but I'm still sort of drawing it back too quickly. I think it's something that I'm still working on, and obviously through practice over time it should slowly get better. And some people have noticed improvements. Well, you said you've noticed improvements, so that's good as well. As we're still on 9, we've been on 9 for a while, having a bit of a dry patch, but then we get 1 in the 25 there to put us on double digits, onto 10. And we're about 4 minutes in now, so we've still got over half the way to go, and it's not looking too bad. So as I say, we've started them quite well. I'm fairly happy with how I've been doing at the moment. It is just the triple 20s in my other Road to 180 series that I'm still struggling with, but it is a work in progress. As I say, if you have watched my other videos before, you know that I am a beginner. I don't claim to be a good player. I don't claim to be well, I don't even claim to be an average player, to be honest. I know at the moment I'm below average, but I'm still learning, I'm still practicing, and hopefully over time you'll still be able to see some improvement to my game. So still on 10 again, so another bit of a dry patch with the scoring here. We haven't really got one for a while, but we're not far off. Obviously, all those darts there are quite close to the 25 or Bullseye. Obviously, it doesn't count for anything. We don't get any points for being close, but it still is close. And another 25 there on the last dart, which puts me on 11. I think what I found with this is that obviously the higher percentage chance I have is getting the 25, and I did get the majority of the scores from the 25. But we're about 6 minutes in now, and we've got another 25 there and a Bullseye at the same time. So that, I think that one is the best throw of the match, so the best set of darts, where we got a 25 and a Bullseye in the same 3 darts. So that's a nice 3 scored there. It bumps us up to 14, and it gives us a bit of a boost for this challenge as well. Obviously, I am trying to go as fast as I can because it is more of like a timed-based challenge. I know a lot of you are saying to focus more on the quality of the darts rather than rushing it, as we get 2 25s there. But I think a bit of a mixture of speed and sort of precision accuracy is what I was going for really with it. I wasn't massively rushing. I was throwing realistically how I normally throw. But yeah, so again, another 2 25s, which puts us up to 16 now. And we're over halfway there in this challenge. We're over halfway through. We're about just under 7 minutes in, so we're slowly moving on. And as I say, I'm fairly happy with how I've performed in this. So another 25 there gets us another 1 point, up to 17 points. And as you can see, most of these darts are quite close to the 25 or Bullseye. Obviously, I have the odd dart where it goes quite far away, but another one there, another one in the 25. So I am fairly happy with how I performed in this, because most of the darts that I threw were quite close to the 25 or Bullseye, apart from that one. So I feel like a lot of them could have easily gone into the 25 or Bullseye, and I could have easily got a lot higher score than I did. But either way, I'm still fairly happy with what I did in the end. And you know, these darts, they are a bit destroyed at the moment because of the sort of the ends of them when they hit into each other. But they work well enough, they fly well enough, and obviously in this video they did quite well for me. So as we get another 2 25s there, yeah, I think it is. I think I definitely have seen improvements compared to, well, a few weeks ago since I first started. And I think a lot of that is down to taking a lot of your sort of advice with it, really. A lot of your tips, and trying to practice more as well is probably a big factor. But also taking your advice on my actual release of the throw, my sort of drawback with the throw, because before I started uploading these videos, I didn't really think about that sort of thing. I just sort of threw it how I felt was right. I didn't really think about how quickly I should draw it back. I think a lot of it is based on what I see sort of professionally when I watch like the Premier League darts, watching different people play. I suppose like Michael Smith, just watching his sort of follow through, because it doesn't really look half the time like he thinks about where he's throwing the dart. It's more about just sort of their feeling of and a follow through with it. So I think that's what I was trying to sort of implement. But obviously everyone has different techniques and different strategies to try and get as accurate as possible. And I think over time, once I do develop a bit more confidence, a bit more precision with my throw, at that point I can start to sort of throw them a bit quicker. As we got another 25 there, so now we're up to 21 points with about a minute left to go. Hopefully we can get a few more in there. So we are getting quite close, but yeah, as I say, my throw is a bit hit and miss. Some days it can be perfect, it feels right, it's going where I want it to go, and other days I'm just absolutely miles off. So this day actually seemed like a good one for me. So as you can see there, none in the 25 or Bullseye, but quite close around it as we're approaching the final sort of 30 seconds here of this 10-minute challenge. And same as always, if you do feel like there's any sort of obvious part of my throw that you think I can change that will help me and make me more accurate with my throws, then let me know in the comments. All sort of advice I take on board. I'll respond to all your comments. I will try and take it on board and sort of adapt my game because of it, but we'll have to see what happens with that, and obviously let me know if you think there is anything obvious that I should be doing that I'm not doing at the moment. So last set of darts, don't get any in, but this is our final score, a nice score of 21. As I say, let me know what you score in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video, subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next video.